Hi and welcome to my channel. My name is Leanne, also known as LippyArt, and today is World Animal Day. As most of you know, I'm a mouth artist for the Mouth and Foot Painting Artists Association based in the UK. You can find out more about them at MFPA.uk. We're basically an organisation run by disabled artists for the benefit of disabled artists. What some of you may not know is that I also volunteer with the Sumatra Camera Trap Project, which is a conservation project based in Indonesia, and I'll basically do whatever they want me to do, but mostly deal with like visualizations, fundraising, data wrangling, things like that. One of the bonuses to that is that I get access to all of their captures and also information about what's happening in the field. And they've given me permission to like use this stuff to inspire my artworks, which is fantastic. I'm not gonna lie, it feels like I'm a kid in a candy shop, quite frankly. I love it. Anyone who's been following me on social media will know that I've been working on a tiger painting for some time now. It's been a real challenge because not all of my references have been quite clear or quite at the right angle. So I've been kind of like piecing him together a bit like a jigsaw in a way, learning like all his markings and things like that because it's really interesting actually. The markings on a tiger are actually just as unique as the fingerprints on a human. I've loved every second of this journey, and the story behind this painting about the tiger I was doing is actually even more interesting. I've been really excited to share it with you, but I didn't really want to get the story wrong, so that's why I haven't shared it yet until today. And I thought, what better way to do that than to get the guys who are actually involved with the whole rescue to talk to you all. If you could please bear in mind that we were all doing this interview over Wi-Fi and our internets are not like the best. So it does look a little bit rough around the edges, but I honestly think you'll find this absolutely fascinating. Without further ado, I'd like to introduce Anthony and Pungky from the Sumatra Camera Trap Project, and I'll let them explain what the project's all about and tell you all about the tiger.
Hello, my name is Pungky Nanda Pratama, and I'm co-founder of Sumatra Camera Trap Project, and I'm in Sumatra.
Hi, my name is Anthony Hearn. I am the co-founder and managing director of the Sumatra Camera Trap Project, and I'm here in England. So the Sumatra Camera Trap Project is a collaborative conservation project that was founded in 2018 by myself, Anthony Hearn, and Pungky, who's with us as well. The idea is that we have access to a nature reserve that's previously unresearched, or well, all previous research is lost. So we're deploying camera traps out in the forest and basically seeing what crops up.
Cool. So how did you all get involved with the tiger then, and what's the story behind him?
The involvement with the tiger was basically, and Pungky, you can just like correct me if I'm wrong and when I'm wrong. But there was a man-eating Sumatran tiger prowling in the area around, well, I think eventually it was captured about 30 miles southwest of East Howe. And yeah, so it was responsible for, I believe, 5 deaths and 5 mournings. Most of those people were engaged in illegal activities such as logging or creating plantations and things like that, illegal plantations to make some money. So yeah, we had a few cameras spare, so we deployed the cameras basically trying to help locate where the tiger was and where it was moving. Unfortunately, we didn't get anything on the cameras, but I mean, even to be a part of a project like that is quite something, I think.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Wow. Do you want to add to that, Pungky? Because you were there in the field, weren't you?
Yeah, actually, the tiger is like moving in 2 provinces and 3 districts, I think. And the tiger is like attacking 10 people and eating 5 people. And then this tiger is bringing to the tiger sanctuary in Lampung after he's captured on, I think, around February 2020, and which is incredible. After like 3 month we're trying to track down the tiger. Finally, we can capture it, and we're really grateful. Like we can involve with camera trap to track down the tiger. Also, we don't get the footage of the tiger, but yeah, we're trying helping the government with the camera trap to the tiger. Yes, and yeah, which is really good. Like everything is going well, and the people no anarchy trying to kill the tiger, and everyone's like a calm down, and then conservation agency do their best. Like there is like a 3 conservation agency from 3 different provinces, like help each other with the army, with the police, and with the villages, and they are working together to capture the tiger alive. And yeah, finally we can capture the tiger. And yeah, which is incredible things for us, because since a long time ago, South Sumatra never have a tiger conflict. But last year on 2020, we got a tiger conflict because there's so many habitat loss, and then it's like a very few prey or something. It's like indicator why the tiger come down to looking for foods. Actually, after the conflict, the government trying to make a tiger survey, but it's after that I've never been like a hearing how much the tiger. It will be like a release maybe from the university or something. But yeah, as a feedback from that, the government trying to counting the last tiger in Sumatra, but yeah, not yet the new data coming. And yeah, that's a quite incredible journey for us, like a 3 month. I've never been in the situation like that. Like the people wanted the tiger, and who trying on the first time, people trying to just kill the tiger, and then we working with the police, with the army to make them calm down, and then we just have a separate work, like army and police trying to make people calm down, and then conservation agency focusing on the animals. We just trying to make everything on the trap. After that, people understand why the tiger come down to the village, because no habitats, and after that the local government more aware and put a strict law to protect the forest like that in the stages. And yeah, it's bigger people scared people to go to the jungle after that, because the tiger killing white people, and there is a huge thing last year. But yeah, hopefully people more aware, we need to live in harmony with the wildlife and not just cutting down the trees. And actually people in Sumatra is seeing a tiger as a god, or seeing a tiger their own family, like grandpa. There is some of tribe called a tiger is a grandpa or a god like that, and that's why there is a good things. Local belief in West Sumatra is some of tribe is called they are in the family, family line of tiger, and yeah, that's why it's very really important to protect the tiger.
Yeah. I think if I could add something just quickly based on what Pungky has said, that I think it's almost a miracle that the tiger wasn't killed. And you can't, we can't sit here in Europe, where, especially in Britain here, where, the biggest predator we have is a fox or a badger, and criticize people for wanting to kill something that is a danger to them. I think the job that the Conservation Agency did, the police and the army collaborating together to create the best possible outcome for the tiger, despite the fact that it had killed 5 and maimed 5 more, is a brilliant thing. It's an incredible thing. I mean, obviously it's a really sad situation, so you can understand the passion that that the local people are feeling, and that they kind of want revenge in a way. And for them to not exact their revenge and actually in the end be quite understanding of the tiger and quite accepting of what's happened, I think that's all credit to the guys out there who have allowed this outcome to happen.
It's absolutely amazing. What fantastic, everybody getting together.
Yeah, I just want to tell another story that, that we just collaborated with someone that, have I don't know like a witch, I think, like in a magical thing, yeah, like a magical thing. Yeah, we are trying to capture the tiger in the logically and unlogic, like, but because a lot of people like believe a tiger is like a animal from God or something, like they have a charisma, they have like a lot of magical thing on it, and that's why like people here actually like more I don't know, like adore the tiger and don't want to make a mess with tiger. But because of modernization or whatever and habitat loss, like tiger come in and then like attacking people or something. But this is like a once, like we just go last year. We never had that before, like tiger conflict. But this time, like it's a sign, like to everyone in Sumatra that when we make a mess with Mother Nature, and Mother Nature will be like just have their own way. And this tiger is like, I thought that this tiger is like have a very scary face. But you can see on the picture the tiger is really healthy, and when like he's a male, and when he's a person, is like a very handsome man ever, the tiger, because a very clean, it's just a perfect, like a perfect tiger ever. And in the last time I heard that we call the tiger is Enim, is a name of the river where the tiger eating the last victim. Is called Enim River, and we put the tiger name is Enim, like the conservation agency give him name is Enim. And then the tiger right now like actually like a planning for the breeding program like that, because he have a pure breed, like a pure genetic. And the last time the tiger is on the like sanctuary, I don't know, it's like a huge cage in tumbling, and he will be like still on the tumbling, not like released anywhere else. But in a few years, because it will be like make him behavior is on the right again, because he's been like eating people. And actually there is no like a report, right? It's still in the rehabilitation center in tumbling. But I don't know, actually tumbling is a very secret, like very close like information. And I've just heard from the like internal from conservation agency about the condition of Enim, but everything with him is okay.
That's good. And what about the local people? How have they changed in their sort of attitudes towards tiger and the potential for tiger conflict based on what happened on these events?
Yeah, hopefully like everything is like going well with wildlife conservation. And
there's been no other tiger activity or sightings in this area, or
no, nothing. Like I'm very grateful, like we're very grateful. No, like a wildlife conflict again or something about the tiger. Like no more, brothers. Last time is very, very tired for us. We just tracked down the tiger for 3 months, and it's crazy. Like make people understand about that is very difficult thing. But I'm very grateful. Like everyone is helping each other and trying to make everything calm down and focus on the tiger fighting thing.
I think that the fact that the sort of collective, if you like, involved the indigenous beliefs with the witch doctor, and I think you said before that the witch doctor spoke with the tiger and communicated with the tiger and everything. I think that's fascinating, and I think that's really important for conservation projects and things like that, not to just disregard it, especially outsiders like us from the West, where, we don't necessarily have those beliefs in the same way. I think it's fascinating, and I think it's really respectful way of dealing with things. And, I'm kind of glad that it was indigenous effort rather than calling in, one of these big charities who may well be more equipped, but might come in a bit heavy-handed and not taking the indigenous beliefs into account. So, I think that's one of the most fascinating things about this whole story is that, a shaman was contacted, and the shaman presumably did some incantation to then communicate with the tiger. And I believe, and you can correct me if I'm wrong, but the tiger basically said the reason that he was doing this and behaving in this way is because the people were doing bad things by removing habitat and removing prey and making these things difficult to come by.
That's so interesting.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like local people thinking, yeah, it's punishment from the God. Why the tiger coming? Because we're doing wrong thing on Earth. And yeah, that's the thing. Like hopefully this culture, like it good things on the culture is still growing.
Absolutely.
Right.
Yeah.
Because we just have a tons of tribe with a tons of beliefs, and
Sure.
actually Sumatran people believe it that Mother Nature is our God, and like a lot of tribes believe it too.
You said once before, again, correct me if I'm wrong, but the tigers are seen as like the guardians of the forest. So if tigers appear, then it's kind of a bad omen because there's something bad going on in the forest that the tiger has to come to deal with, like or something like that.
Right.
And I guess you could sort of personify that demon as illegal or untoward activity in terms of hunting, poaching, habitat destruction, and so on. So that kind of fits in with this narrative that the tiger was just protecting its forest, which is just amazing, and I really hope that this story, because it's so unique and so fascinating, that it can be used as an example elsewhere that, you don't have to go and get revenge on these animals. Yes, it's very sad that there's a loss of human life, but if the people weren't in the tiger's territory misbehaving, then these things wouldn't necessarily happen.
Well, yeah.
Actually, I just want to, just telling most of the people, like almost 99% of the people get attacked is the people that is illegally doing something and they attacked by tiger because it's still in the territory. So most of the victim is like attacked inside of the nature reserve. It's mean it's protected by law, and that's why people are not like already blaming the tiger because it's tiger territory. That's why they're thinking twice, and police and army and conservation agency like easily to make them understand you are in the wrong place, in the wrong time, and they're attacked by tiger because it's tiger territory. And that's the thing, like make these cases like a very remarkable cases to make people like understand you don't make a mess with the nature, with the forest or anything. It'll be like like guarded by tiger or like not animals like that.
So again, you can correct me if I'm wrong, but the last kind of tiger activity in South Sumatra was from 1998 or correct? Yeah, 1995 or something. There was predation on cattle or something. So, 98 to 2020 is 22 years of no tigers, and then all of a sudden there is a tiger that appears from nowhere. One other interesting thing that I've just remembered is when you're in the village, maybe Lubuk Linggau or something, is it right that the houses are raised up on the stilts, and that is basically protection from like historical predators being in the area? So Indonesian people have obviously evolved alongside living with the tigers and have that, and part of their lives is mitigating these conflicts, even in the way that the houses are raised up on stilts to sort of minimize the possibility of sort of untoward interaction with a wild predator.
That's interesting.
Yeah, you're right, brother. And actually, Sumatran people have a very high house is to avoid predator coming. And it's like one of thing, like why the traditional house in Sumatra is like a very high, because they avoid the flooding and avoid the predator. And that's the interesting thing of the culture in Sumatra. And no one wants to make a mess with the tiger, with the illegal activities and like habitat loss and also like poaching activities. And actually I hope that government and NGOs and many people wanted to do more for conservation and also want to make a breeding program for tiger. And the important thing is like keeping the habitats like still good.
Yeah.
Because it's like no habitats, no tiger. That's why we need to protect it together. And actually, one of the leading tiger conservation is ZSL and also FZS. But ZSL is like a leading here. But right now is their project in Indonesia is over, I think. But hopefully after this pandemic is coming again. But they're doing a lot of things like a Zoological Society of London and wanting do more in tiger conservation in Sumatra, hopefully. And that's the thing, like we need to working together to preserving this enigmatic species from Sumatra. And yeah, thank you so much for you, Leanne, that want to raise awareness about the tiger. It's really important. And yeah, with your art, it will like make people open their mind about the tiger. Like we need to raise awareness about the beliefs of tiger and also about the problem of the tiger itself. And it's really important to make people understand because Sumatran tiger is critically endangered, and we need to raise awareness a lot about the tiger.
Yeah, gain understanding.
We know that there are sort of estimates of between 300 and 600 Sumatran tigers left in the wild, and we've seen like the pictures of the deforestation in Sumatra over the last 50 years and how much has been removed and gone.
Actually, like the last time, like on IUCN, the last time on 2017, I think around that time, is 380 individuals remain in the wild.
300?
Wow.
Yeah, 380 without in captive.
Yeah.
But the last year, November, December, there is like a tiger counting, like a protected species counting, not only tiger, but rhino or anything. But made by the government and not the conservation like a department, and it will like publish like on the public soon.
That's really interesting because I just found a graphic here which suggests that in 1970 the number was around 1,000 individuals. And now we're looking at around the 500 mark. So that's a 50% decline in 50 years, which is quite
It's very
quite
steep.
dramatic drop.
Yeah.
Right. It's a rushing. Like you can imagine that one tiger die. It's like a cool, like a make one person gone. Like in 100 person, it's like a very, very important individual. And this is the thing that actually Sumatra have a lot of pockets of tiger. We call it pockets in some of nature reserve, national park or anything. And that's the thing. Like we need to focus with. And hopefully like a more international conservation program. It will be like a boost the population and also protect the habitats. That important thing. And no more tiger conflict, and we need to trying to keep moving.
I believe the awareness is becoming much more nowadays, and it is kind of a matter of time before people sort of wake up and sort of start to take notice of these. I'm seeing. I mean, I maybe Leanne, you see the same, but I'm kind of beginning to see a change in people's
attitudes.
The way that we'll look at wildlife and things like that. You know, it's no longer just like you will go to the zoo and you'll see a tiger. You don't care whether that tiger is a Sumatran, a Malayan, Bengal, Alma tiger, whatever. You just see it, or even a hybrid, you know, which has no conservational value whatsoever. People are starting to see these animals as individual subspecies that are in real severe decline. So I think that it's probably just a matter of time before we sort of kind of realise what the situation is and that we need to act and we're going to lose them.
Yeah, and I mean, the amount of time you took teaching me, like, all the different tigers and the difference in shape. I remember at one point you were like, you've drawn a Siberian.
Yeah, exactly. But I think, you know, with such a sort of, I hate to use this buzzword of charismatic megafauna, but, you know, with something as, something as iconic as a tiger, I think much more needs to be done, and I think collaboratively, just even now when we're having this conversation, I'm jotting down notes and doing a bit of research and everything. There's some really interesting stats here. Like, there's as of 29th of July 2020, so this year, there is 402 Sumatran tigers in captivity across the world. That equals the wild population.
Wow.
Which is, or potentially equals the population, you know. That's scary. I mean, could you imagine the same thing with something that you see so commonly in this country or elsewhere? You know, it's crazy numbers.
It is. It's disturbing numbers at that.
Yeah. Leanne, maybe I'll talk to you in a little while about a population overview of captive Sumatrans globally.
Yeah.
Wicked.
Leanne, I just want to say thanks to you that you want to help us out to raise awareness about the tiger. Like, I deeply appreciate it. Hopefully, like, so many people want to get more aware about our last subspecies in Indonesia after we lost our Javan tiger, like, extinct in the wild, and we need to working together to protect the species.
I need to drop out now, so I'm going to say goodbye to you guys, and we'll be in contact, no doubt. And
no problem.
Yeah, thanks a lot.
Thank you so much.
Always.
Yep, stay safe. Take care.
Alright, I've got to take care, and I'll speak to you guys soon.
Bye. I just want to say thank you to you too for involving me in all this. It's absolutely awesome. It's probably one of the most interesting projects that I've been involved with.
Thank you so much. I have no idea how to thank to you, but we're trying our best to, just doing our best to protect the species. Every kind of species, not including tiger or whatever. Like, the habitat is our concern. Like, without habitats, like, the species gone. Yeah. And hopefully, time by time, and together we try to protect the species and long last and forever.
Yeah, definitely.
You want to see Sumatra? This one is Sumatra.
Yeah. Oh, beautiful.
There is a lake after this. Like, it's like a crater. Maybe a long time ago is a volcano, but exploded and creating. You're gonna see it.
Yeah, I can see it. That's cool.
And that's a lake. That's a lake. The crater.
Wow.
The lake.
That's huge.
Call it Golden Lake.
Golden Lake. I like it. Thank you so much for doing this.
Yeah, thank you so much to you.
Take care.
Bye-bye.
So now for the part you've all been waiting for. Here's the finished painting. I would like to say a huge thank you to Anthony and Pungky for taking the time out of their busy schedule to join us today, and also for including me in this awesome project. I'm sure there'll be many more creations coming from this. Also, I'd like to thank Alma and Hannah at the Big Cat Sanctuary for indulging me in my random request of asking for photos of close-ups of their Sumatran tiger paws. I know it seemed a bit random at the time, but I hope I did it justice. And finally, to everyone else helping me behind the scenes, you know who you are. Did you just pop up?
I did. There's one.
There's a list next to me now, including Gemma on there, of everyone who made this video happen. Yeah, without your help, we couldn't do this. Hopefully it makes a difference. I'm very proud to tell you that since this video was made, the Sumatra Camera Trap Project has now achieved foundation status. Yay! So congratulations guys, you really deserve it.
Should give them a round of applause there.
I got no hands!
I can. Just in the corner.
If you'd like to learn more about the project or how to help Indonesian wildlife, including the tiger, please visit the sumatracameratrapproject.com. Everything should be on there. I should know, I helped them build the site. I don't think it's bad to say that I helped them build the site, is it?
Yeah.
To find out more about the mouth and foot painting artists who I work for, please visit MFPA.uk. And finally, if you'd like to learn more about me, the artist, please visit LippyArt.co.uk, and on there you can also find out how to support my channel. If you're watching this on YouTube, please be sure to hit subscribe and like and share. If you're watching this on Facebook, Instagram, or Twitter, or anything else, again, please like and share, and also follow my page. Thank you for watching, and thank you for your ongoing support. As requested by Anthony, I'm leaving you with some fun facts about the tiger and some interesting data as well. Take care and stay well.